And so Guillain-Barré syndrome is it's a peripheral nerve disorder in which the myelin sheaths that wrap around the nerves become basically degraded. The body kind of attacks them.
Mm-hmm.
And so extreme fatigue can be noticed, weakness, musculoskeletal weakness, respiratory distress. Essentially, we're going to have to modify the game to make sure that we are not overtaxing you, and we're going to make sure that we give you lots of rest breaks. So instead of a traditional 3-minute boxing round, we're going to do 1 minute. And the good thing about this is I can pause at any time. If you get fatigued, I have the ability to pause the game. Are you ready, Jason? So you're waiting for patient to join in VEERA. All right.
And
so
then,
I think to make sure that we're getting the most out of the session with Jason, I'm going to switch to bats and balls, unless there's some specific feature you would like us to test, just because he's not really truly able to get the full extension, and it's not fair to him to put him through the game, because I know that I'm pretty sure he wanted to kick some butt, but he wasn't able to fully kick some butt. If he hits all three, it'll be a very dark color. So watch, red. So if he's able to hit all three with his red, it'll be very dark red. Now watch as we get higher, because it's gonna test every section from here to here to here to here to here.
Okay.
And you'll see that if he starts to miss them, it's going to become more of a transparent color. So this is mapping and calibrating the game to his range of motion.
Right.
And then I'm going to have you do some stuff just to kind of, so you feel a little bit more comfortable with it. Knocking him out of the park so far, Jason. I think you have 3 more rounds on each hand, and then we'll start the actual game. Okay. So he hasn't missed any yet, but we still have this area and that area. So high areas are coming in. You doing okay, Jason?
Yeah.
Get a little harder. That's testing the last couple. But if you can't make them, that's okay. So the last one should be coming up. These are aimed to be usually kind of over your head. Okay? So see how it's a little more opaque now, other than more transparent? So the game says, okay, he didn't get all of them in that area. Okay. And so you can see really, really, really light there. Okay, so go ahead and we'll pause the game for now. Alright, so what the game did, Jason, was it just sort of learned your range of motion. You hit everything except for the top quadrants. Yeah. And so what it's going to do is it's going to really target those top quadrants for you. Because again, this isn't just for fun, it's also virtual rehab. So our goal is to make you be able to reach a little further, to build up your endurance. We have it set for 1-minute rounds as we speak, and we can control every variation in this game. How fast the balls are coming at you, how hard you have to hit them. And so we're going to start off pretty slow. And is there anything in rehab that they're really working on? Anything that you want to work on with your arms? Is there reaching or some sort of distance that you want to be able to reach? What would you like to get out of this?
Yeah, I want to gain my full motion back in my arms.
Okay, full range of motion in your arms. What do you think is more important for you right now? More further reaching out or more reaching up and more consistently reaching out?
Probably up.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show Chandler how to adjust for that. So we're going to start low to get you warmed up, but we're going to hit the up very quickly, okay?
Okay.
All right, Chandler, so before we begin, do you see where that little bitty drop down is? I know it's tiny, but it says automatic there.
Mm-hmm.
Click it. It takes a couple, yep. And then make it to manual. Okay, so if it's blue or red, it means that area is going to be targeted.
Okay.
So he wants to work on the upper range of motion.
Okay.
So what we can do is disable these 3 by clicking them just like that. And disable those 2 there and those 2 there. Yep. And then this one there. All right. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's fine. So this is going to have him focus. Do you want to work on the left hand or both of them pretty equally?
Probably both.
Okay, so we're going to leave this. See how it says both? We're going to leave that the same. And then to give him some really good confidence, to make him feel good, make the ball size as big as possible. So take the slider and make it a bigger number.
4. Or do you want to make
it? Yeah, the other way. Good, and that should be good. So are you ready?
I'm ready. We're ready.
Yep.
And we may have to change. Did you set that to 1?
Oh, so I set this hit.
No. The time to 1 minute.
Oh, no, I got you.
No. Did you set it?
No.
I think you did.
Well, yeah, I did before, yeah.
Okay, so there may be a glitch. When he set it to 1 minute, it's now actually at a 3 minute. So I'm not
Okay.
sure if that's a bug, but we're gonna pause it whenever this reaches 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jason, you ready?
Yeah.
Do not push yourself too hard. Okay. So just hit as you can. This is going very slow. And it's going to really target some of that upper area for you, okay? So the ball size is going to make it to where he can hit those a little easier.
When it's like a little woman.
Disable that top one. It's okay. Good hit.
It is. Yeah, that's one. There you go.
Okay. So the cool thing is if it's going too fast, see how fast he's having to work, and you can hear him kind of. We can actually take the time between shots, and we can either decrease it or increase it. I just increased it to 3 seconds, so it'll go a little slower now for him. So he has a little time to breathe. See the time distance now?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
You doing okay, Jason?
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult is this?
6.
Okay, 6. So let's maintain that 6. All right, we're gonna put it on pause right now. That was 1 minute, 15 seconds, and one thing that we have to do is pace you. Because if we poop you out right now, you won't have energy for the rest of the day, and you kind of probably already know that. All right, so this will give us all time to ask questions. So I'll ask Paysal, Shari, Solomon, do you have any questions for him?
Is it? Yeah. Is it? How are you doing on the eye straining? How's the frame rates? Does it induce any motion sickness at all?
I'm not feeling anything, no.
Okay, that's good.
Does it feel comfortable? Like what you're looking at is comfortable to you?
He may have to repeat that. Did you hear him, Jason?
What does he mean, comfortable?
Can you clarify that?
So when you're looking around, do you feel any discomfort in the sense that, not motion sickness necessarily, but you feel comfortable within the headset as if it's just normal and you wouldn't get upset? Like you could spend a whole session in that headset, like a 15-minute or 20-minute session without feeling any discomfort in your eyes and in your just being dizzy or something of that nature.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like,
Awesome.
there's like some words on the back that are kind of like, they're like vibrating to me a little bit, but other than that,
Okay.
That's
It's
good
fine.
feedback. Yeah, we can remove that.
Okay. And then I think overall, Jason, this helmet that you're wearing right now, physically, do you think you can wear it for a sustained period of time?
yeah.
And then the
sounds good.
game, if we played this game, let's just say in theory, we played a 10-minute round of this game, do you think you could maintain pretty solid 10 minutes of time without having like eye fatigue or just getting tired, too pooped out? Of course, I want to modify it, but you think you can do that for a sustained period of time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shower,
nice.
anything from you?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
I'm giving you a rest break button.
Okay.
All right, so also we have a new user on the device, and I think it's very important for you guys to get feedback from somebody that has never used the tablet before.
Yes,
So
that'd be great.
I'm guiding Chandler, but he's the one that's controlling everything. So go ahead and ask any questions to him. Again, he's going to be a PT. He's a new clinician, so ask him the sort of questions that you would expect to ask for somebody in an outpatient setting that's just now using it.
Okay. So how is the UI? Is it confusing? Is it pretty intuitive? First off.
I'd say overall it's pretty straightforward. All the directions are pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. I feel like overall it's pretty. Yeah, I'd say it's good.
Awesome.
Yep.
With the sizing and the pressing of the automatic to manual, is that difficult, easy?
I mean, I think it's okay as long as you know what you're doing. Like you know, like what each one is. I feel like you're fine. But again, yeah, for someone new, like just right off the bat, just using it, could be confusing. Like if I didn't have you, I'd be kind of like, but then I could get it though. It's something that I could figure out on my own.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
And what I'm gonna do this round. And solo man shot or anything for Chandler.
Not that I can think of yet.
Yeah.
Does the feedback make sense? Like the sagittal plane, horizontal plane, and then like how it's laid out. Does it make sense to you? Does it provide value in terms of giving real-time feedback on patient's range of motion?
I actually have. Hold on one second, because I haven't taught him that, and I want to do a solid study here. So
okay,
I'm gonna have him pay attention to that this round.
Gotcha.
Because he knows the planes. He knows the planes. I'm gonna have him pay attention to this town and then this round, and then he can give you his feedback without my intervention. So this way, you know exactly what he sees and how he feels about it. Because I gave him information on the other stuff, but this will give you some real good baseline on how he's doing without my intervention.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Jason, how do you feel? Okay, so Chandler, this time I'm gonna give you instructions. I want you to pay attention to him. Listen to how he's breathing, listen to his efforts, and I want you to adjust the game to what his needs are. So if he sounds like he's working too hard, I want you to look at the different controls here and try to make the game a little easier for him.
Yeah, and easier, again, is going to be on the left side, right?
So easier is, hit threshold here.
Right.
Yeah, so easier would be, like we're thinking speed right now, and time between shots. Those would be easier for him. So ball speed here is how many miles per hour sort of is the ball going. But what I want you to do is work with time between shots and ball delay. So that's if it sounds like it's easy for him, then you want to ramp those up. You want to make it a shorter time between the shots. But if it sounds like he's struggling a little bit, you want to increase the time to give him time to break, to rest. So I want you to try to figure it out. Again, if you can't, that's okay. But this is going to let us know if a clinician can figure this out without much intervention. Jason, you ready? Hey, Saul, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, resume again. So I'm going to take myself out of it completely right now and let Chandler kind of be the clinician. Watch what you see down here. So this is change the planes as well. So you can check out those numbers there. Okay. Another thing for the physical therapist, looking at his reach. So watching his reach and seeing if because he wants to work on overhead reaching. Are we doing that for him? Are we doing it? So watch his body, his motion, and see if we're actually doing what he wants to do. So are we reaching high enough for him? Are we doing these things?
Good enough. I mean, I guess as long as it's,
And one thing I found to be helpful is turn towards him and watch. So which arm do you want to look at? Probably. Which plane do you think is the most efficient? Probably side to right, side to right. So now you're looking at watch. That's really what looking at this and looking at that. So he's actually paused right now. So you're the juices are starting to flow now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Chandler is studying the UI, and Jason's kicking butt with bats and balls.
Nice.
What was his overall percentage left hand? How well did he do with hits and miss on the left hand?
the left hand, I would say, let's see. And so he had hits, he had 17 total, he had a miss, he had 8. So, and the hit and miss ratio was 2.13. So I'd say decent. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, decently. Yeah.
Good. Comparing left and right arm, which arm needs more assistance?
Definitely the left, because again, on the right hand, you obviously had 19 hits, he had 0 misses, so he was pretty much flawless on the right. I'd say definitely, again, the left hand is going to be the most beneficial for him to work more on.
Okay. And Jason, did you hear all that?
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Now, were we able to do what you wanted to do, which is working on reaching overhead? Were we able to reach that goal?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. What would you like to do better? What would you like to be different?
Um,
Was it too challenging?
I'm still weak reaching up, so I don't know how to.
Also, too, I adjusted your speed to about
Just-
6. I moved it up different ones. So just to see again how you actually get pretty decent. So I think 6 is a good speed.
Okay.
It's not too much.
So he's saying he slowed it down for you. Now you were saying that you're reaching up. Can you elaborate what you mean by that?
My arms are just like stuck in this position, so
Mhm.
I don't know what to do to
So
release them.
may I?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not down. It's musculoskeletal. Okay. Do me a favor and reach over your head the best you can with your left arm. Okay. Yep. So good. And then go ahead and reach up over your head. So what do you think you benefit from?
Benefit from some overhead again flexibility. I'd
Which
say.
machine?
Definitely
Come on.
the arm.
Our male.
Arm there. Yeah.
So I think that would be something to talk to the therapist about. But see, whenever I give him a little bit of boost, reach over your head.
Yeah, that's
So he's able to do some more. So the arm can such that. Okay, so right now, bud, I will tell you that right now, your rotator cuff muscles and your deltoid muscles are just very weak. This movement is what your body's allowing you to do. So what I can do this time is I'm going to help you reach a little bit, but not a lot. Keep in mind, though, you also have an A strap on this hand, and you have a remote, which is going to play against you. What do you think we can change to help you better reach? If I stand here and I help you facilitate that motion, do you want to keep the same settings and do one more round with me? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Paysol, Solomanchari, anything for Jason before we begin the 1 minute last round?
How
We're
do you feel like aesthetically? Do you feel like this is more fun to do physical therapy this way?
Who are you asking that to, Jason or Chandler?
I guess both.
Okay, so we'll do Jason first.
Yeah, it's a fun environment. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
yeah, I'd say it's a great different type of stimuli. It's a great environment. I think it's good to have both, and like a mixture of it being more creative is going to be the best, I think, effective way to do treatment.
So and keep in mind, Chandler is going to be PT, and what I'm going to have him do is he actually has objective data in front of him now, and he's got range of motion, goniometry in front of him. So I think that you have that scientific approach here, but again, I want your feedback in about a minute whenever we finish this next round. Jason, I'm going to help you on this next one. Anything else before we go on to do the last round? Any other questions? Did you get this? Did you get the sagittal? Did it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Again,
Okay.
it's definitely pretty straightforward as an overall.
And I want you this time, Chandler, to pay attention when I assist him lifting up this arm. I'm going to help you with this arm, and I want you to watch what happens. So lift up your arm for me. See it? See now, I want you to pay attention to that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and begin the round unless anybody has last questions.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Would you say you want to really work on your left arm this round?
Okay,
Can you
sure.
make this to where we only work on left arm? So go ahead and just start over. And then, 1 minute. So pause it there. Pause. Okay. So Jason, that was a total of 1 minute of boxing and 4 minutes of racquetball. What are your thoughts so far?
The bats and balls was easier for me.
Okay. So you're saying the boxing probably needs to be able to be customized a little bit easier for everybody. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And did you feel like you got more out of the bats and balls because we could customize where we wanted to hit and how we wanted and how fast?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so overall, bats and balls kind of kick butt.
Yeah. Mhm.
Do you think it's a rehab tool?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Where you can change the hills and the speed, and yeah, it would definitely help.
I'm taking him out of the setting right now. Okay. How do you feel?
Okay.
Put those back on. All right, so I'm taking the VR off, and we'll just have a quick little open discussion for face-off. So you could talk to Jason first
Sure.
and ask him any questions, and then with Shari and Solomon, you may have to re-ask the questions because for some reason we can't really hear them that well.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Go ahead, Bear.
So yeah, the first question is will it? What do you think, Jason? If your friends and family can join with an avatar to be a part of this experience sometime?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah, like for example, like every. Did you see like the robots walking around?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, those are our avatars. You know, we didn't want to be too distracting, so we just make a generic robot. But so you would think, and it would be a valuable thing to you if you can have your friends and family join in the session with their own avatar, and then just kind of share you on. Would that be something of value to you?
Yeah, I think so. Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I think I have all my questions basically answered.
Yeah, me too.
In terms of like level of comfort and, you know, from what I'm seeing, it really. Actually, let me ask this question: would you say that this would provide you more motivation to move around than if you were just with a therapist without any? Yeah, would this provide you more motivation to move than just a normal session with the therapist?
Yeah, I think so. It would be a different way to get through the therapy.
That was 45 minutes, by the way. You're in here. And you only did 5 minutes to play. So can you? Do you think you did a lot of work in here, and did it feel like you did a lot of work?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does that answer your question, Sullivan?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm gonna just hand it off to Chandler because I think it's again important that we get information from the user as well. So here's Chandler. You guys can ask away.
All right.
So go ahead, Pei, if you have anything.
Yeah, I think this is really good. This has been so valuable. Thank you so much. I don't think I have any more questions. If anything, we have enough to work with from this session.
All right, perfect.
Yes.
You have everything? Ask.
All right. Yeah, that is
So we're good to go then. He's got therapy. I'm gonna get Jason to his therapy session right now. But thank you guys so much. And
Thank
then
you.
I'll if Jason
Thank
has
you.
anything else later on, I'll text you.
Fantastic. Thank you so
Awesome.
much, Jeff.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.
Yep, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.